Hey, what's up guys? Red Wolf here. So this is just gonna be a random video that I'm throwing out there to give you my ideas on what I would do to make a great 3D Sonic game. I know some of you are gonna ask me about the live action movie trailer, and honestly, what do you want me to say about it? It's gonna suck and I don't care. Hollywood is known to not making good movies based off of popular gaming franchises anyways, so it doesn't matter to me. But people are still gonna see the shitty movies, even the ones that complain about it. And we wonder why it never ends, but I'm just gonna move on. Now, I'm an avid Sonic fan, and I'm more of a modern Sonic fan even though my first Sonic game was Sonic 2 back in the 90s. I got hooked back onto Sonic as a whole when Sonic Generations came out, and I thought it was great in the series for a myriad of reasons. As most of us know, modern Sonic games are hit or miss. Some are very good, others are mediocre to straight up awful. From my observation of the fans of the series, and those outside of it, the Boost games offer the best reception out of all of them. Most of Unleashed, the mixed reception comes from the aspects mostly outside of the daytime levels, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I hear most complain about the colors and the over-reliance on the 2D sections in the game. Now, in my honest opinion, I feel as if Sega could make an absolutely great modern Sonic game by looking into the past again. But in terms of gameplay and not design, to this we need to look at Sonic Mania. While it may not be a 3D Sonic game, there is something I loved about it that intrigued me. Something modern Sonic games have stayed away from in recent years is incorporating Sonic's friends as playable characters. This is understandable as this was done with the adventure games and 06. But with 06 having bad reception, it sorta killed off the 3D games for a while. This is where Mania comes in, and to extend to the Advance and Rush games. I propose a modern Sonic game that incorporates different, but similar gameplay styles using Sonic friends. In Mania, all the levels are the same regardless of your character choice, and all of the characters basically function the same. What makes it unique is that each character gives you different moves to traverse the levels to make the gameplay experience unique. I feel as if this could be pulled off in a modern Sonic game as well. Sonic would play much like he does in the games already, with the boost and everything, but the other characters would have their own little gimmick that allows them to traverse the levels in their own way. For example, and for starters, you should only focus on 4 characters, which are Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Shadow as playable characters. Shadow would be a boost gameplay character since it fits his more aggressive personality. Sonic would have the boost, but it would be more in situational, and his levels should be mixed between the adventure and boost without the 2D sections and all. And Knuckles and Tails should be more adventure-like with tons of routes to go from A to B, and more fitting with their lack of speed presented in the adventure games. This would apply to all the playable characters, and allow for levels to design to more variance in design, allowing certain characters to traverse in their own unique ways. This wouldn't be adventure-style gameplay, but I feel it would be a middle ground as the game would still have a fast pace to it, but have enough character variations to offer different gameplay experiences. I feel like this should be something Sonic Team tries at least once, as it is a great opportunity to incorporate ideas that have been used many times in 2D games to have great success, and move it into a 3D space. This game would contain a vibrant hub world with many things to do, and would allow easy access to stages. There would be a city area, like Angel City, Eggman's base, the green hillish grassy area, and the beach ocean section. And I would also have a stage like Ice Cap where you could snowboard with Sonic because that was really cool. Now, I'm not remotely suggesting that this is the perfect way to solve this issue, but it's a pretty decent concept that kinda caters to both gameplay and boost style fans. Now, as for the story, wait, before I start, I just want to get this off my chest. I'm really sick and tired of people always saying that there's no way Sonic can have a good story. Saying that the story is bad by nature is not mutually exclusive to saying that the writers themselves are not good at writing good stories. I especially love the whole, oh well, it's for kids. And look, Sonic was more than just for kids. He was a gaming icon, so the writers don't have to actually care about doing their jobs as writers as well. Screw that stereotype. Lastly, it's not the 90s anymore. The metric for a story is far greater than back then. Now back to the story. I prefer something like Sonic Adventure. Plenty of dark elements and drama, but some solid comedy and enjoyable character interactions that serve to really make you want to root for the heroes and feel that the world they're in is worth saving. I like the plots with serious stakes and implications since it lends itself really well to a real feeling of triumphant when the hero finally overcomes whatever the threat is. However, if I had to choose one style, I'd prefer to see it would be something like a high-stakes story that would get surprisingly dark, while not completely abandoning the humor and whimsy. I guess the best comparison within the series would be the adventure games. Unfortunately, the games that did go with this style didn't have good stories to back it up, and Shadow the Hedgehog did exactly what it shouldn't have done. I do enjoy dark and disturbing stories, but there's a limit in how dark you could get with this franchise before it turns back around into getting ridiculous. Now, the story starts off not taking itself seriously, but isn't afraid to turn on a dime and have the metaphorical brown stuff hit the fan. I would start with the 5 character personalities. Sonic is still the cool character that we all know and love, and is a little too eager to be the hero, and doesn't really take anything too seriously, but often putting his friends in danger for the sake of saving the day. Tails may be a clever kid, but he built a goddamn plane at the age of 8 for crying out loud. But he's still a bit of a kid, often apprehensive and more slower to take things slower than Sonic. He still wants to save the day, but is more humbled about it. Knuckles is kind of in the middle, and wants to help out, but a little too laid back. But he puts up with Sonic's crap a little too much. Shadow is still the lone wolf anti-hero that distanced himself from his friends, but is still a rival to Sonic. And Dr. Eggman / Robotnik will go back to being the dark, menacing villain like he was in the SatAM cartoon. Like I said, the story will be a little more dark. It starts out with Eggman in a cave with Cubot and Orbot in a storm outside. Let's say a Doomsday for a placeholder. Throughout the story, Eggman and Doomsday attempt to gain the Chaos Emerald while causing destruction. While this is happening, events happen that causes Sonic to get mad, showing Dark Sonic slowly seeping through. Eventually, Doomsday acquires 7 emeralds, then betrays Eggman, injuring Eggman, while needing more power to destroy the world after the Master Emerald. Sonic saves Eggman and gathers his friends to defend the Master Emerald, while Sonic and Eggman gain recontrol of the Eggman robots. Sonic and Eggman return to find all of Sonic's friends beaten up by Doomsday. They attempt one last attack but fail, with Tails getting blasted away, assumed dead. This causes Sonic to turn into Dark Sonic while Doomsday consumes the Dark Master Emerald. After you defeat Doomsday, Sonic beats the crap out of him, almost killing him before his friends attempt to calm him down. Suddenly, the Dark Entity erupts from Sonic and attempts to destroy the sun. Sonic, Shadow, Silver, Tails, and Knuckles go after the super form and defeat the entity. The day is saved and the emotional ending cutscene plays. This game will take place in the Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Adventure, and 06 timeline. And there you go. That's my idea for a Sonic story and a Sonic game as a whole. Again, this is just my idea for a Sonic game. So if you have any ideas of your own, just leave them down in the comment section down below. But anyways, this is Red Wolf signing out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.